the desire to be liked. It's a fundamental human impulse, but navigating the complex landscape of social acceptance often leads people down paths of awkwardness, even self-humiliation. Why? Because gaining favor, especially from those who don't know you intimately, isn't about genuine connection. It's about understanding and playing a game. Today, we're dissecting the often unspoken, sometimes uncomfortable logic behind social likability, revealing the rules that dictate how you're perceived and ultimately treated. When we talk about wanting to be liked, we're usually referring to feeling respected, prioritized, maybe even important within a group. We want positive reactions, smiles, attention, engagement. But let's be clear about the society we're often trying to impress, the colleagues, the classmates, the sea of unfamiliar faces. This isn't about deep friendship. It's closer to a performance. Think of it as a theater, a vast stage where most interactions are, to some degree, scripted, and everyone wears a mask. Shocking? Perhaps. But recognizing this performative aspect is crucial. Society, in this context, isn't inherently good or honest. It's a system with rules, expectations, and consequences for breaking them. Getting cozy with the system is often in your best interest, but requires understanding its superficial nature. So, how does this society determine how to treat you? It starts with judgment. Instantaneous, often subconscious judgment. People assess you, form an opinion, and then interpret everything you do through the lens of that initial opinion. You become a character in their mental sitcom. If you feel mistreated, it's often because, in their eyes, you haven't presented a character deemed worthy of better treatment. What are they judging? First and inescapably your appearance, your mask. This isn't just clothes. It's haircuts, perceived height, accessories, physical condition, facial expressions, gestures, tone of voice, even scent. Everyone judges based on appearance. It's the quickest data point. What's the correct appearance? There's no single answer. Tastes vary wildly, but avoiding universally perceived negatives is a start. The real first step: give a damn. Care about your appearance. Observe those perceived positively. Seriously, look around. Who seems to have their visual presentation vaguely sorted? What are they doing? Now look in the mirror. Be honest. What signals are you sending? Do some research, like you're optimizing a character build, because that's basically what this is. Yes, some factors are unchangeable and judged unfairly. Being tall might confer unearned authority. A deeper voice might be perceived as more credible. Is it shallow? Absolutely. Can you fix it with positive thinking? Nope. That's society. Accept the physics of the situation, or consciously opt out and accept the potential consequences. The choice is yours. Moving beyond the visual, we arrive at words, your dialogue in this play. Words are direct windows into your thoughts, opinions, and feelings, conveniently packaged for judgment. Society presses its nose against that window, scrutinizing the interior. There are two key aspects here: the content, what you say, and the shape, how you say it. Think of it as the message versus the delivery. And in this superficial theater, the shape, your tone, speed, pitch, perceived passion or aggression, often carries more weight initially than the substance. Just like appearance, there's a code for words, unspoken rules about acceptable discourse. Some topics are almost universally safe, earning easy likability points. Praising pets, family members, call these grade S utterances. You won't win awards for originality, but you won't trigger any alarms either. Then there are the grade F lines. Things better left unsaid in initial encounters. That edgy joke that requires 3 paragraphs of explanation. Oversharing deeply weird personal beliefs within 30 seconds of meeting someone. Basically anything that makes people instantly regret making eye contact. And this brings us to the terrifying crucible. First impressions. That initial encounter is where 90% of the judgment gets locked in. People are lazy. They want to categorize you fast. Talk too fast? Maybe insecure? Too agreeable? Perhaps lacking personality? Overly goofy? Might signal low self-respect. These are common, often unfair interpretive leaps. You don't have to avoid these traits, but you must be aware of how they're often perceived and be prepared for the resulting judgment. Changing that label later is like trying to untoast bread. It ain't happening. It's also worth noting, group size matters. The dynamic of 3 people differs from 5. Adapting your performance might be necessary depending on the audience size. So, to recap the grim reality, society judges you relentlessly based on your appearance and words. This judgment forms an opinion, which dictates how you're treated. Actions follow opinions, opinions follow judgment, judgment follows presentation. It's a depressingly simple flowchart. The rules are often unspoken and prioritize superficial presentation, especially during initial interactions. What's the logical path to being treated better within this system? Slap on a mask. Metaphorically, mostly, life's a perpetual masquerade ball. You need a wardrobe of social masks to adapt to the situation. Your family mask, your work mask, your trying to impress girls mask. Observe the rules of engagement for each specific society. Identify the landmines. Avoid them. It's a continuous adaptation. Monitoring social cues, understanding what's acceptable and what causes friction. Or don't. Be your raw, unfiltered self. But accept the consequences. Accept the potential social frostbite, the awkward silences, the invitations you don't receive. That's the choice. Performative adaptation for smoother sailing or radical authenticity and potentially navigating life on hard mode. And hey, if you find people who genuinely tolerate your unmasked weirdness and judge you based on actual observation over time, congratulations. You've found the social equivalent of a unicorn. Cherish it. For the rest of us, it's back to the theater. Places, everyone.